I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tighten down. There you go.
Here's Geis. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a run with Geis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm going back to you. That's it. 44. Mike, 44. Pick it up. 4 balls a Mike. 64. Wait. I'm coming for you, son.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
He don't know no better. Slam.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
22. Middle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Play action. Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That was a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here we go. Check it out.
Haskins will throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
I got it.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check, check.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down, it's Thompson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
At the 15-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Our time. It's our time. Hatch it. Hatch it. Hustle. Check, go. Motion. Mike's 40.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Help! 15 on it. 15 on it. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Hey. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go, D. He's hot. He's checking crap. Check 15. Check 15. Run it.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run with Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 20.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, Mike 20. I'm coming.
Big 20.
To throw again. Stafford. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
59! Hey, easy!
I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check 13! Check 13! Hey, 70! 21!
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Johnson, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They will run with Grant. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Corey Grant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. This one caught by Davis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, go!
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he fires one incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So that one will be accepted. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go! Hey, Reed! Switch the mic right here. We'll go mic forward. Mic head, Jay! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Forward is the mic. Forward is the mic. Hey, let's hang on. Back to go full strength. What? Go! Check 43!
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Mike 40, check. Hey, check. Undercrush.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run it. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Ground, Geis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. So maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Kill. Go.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Banjo. Let's go. Hey, come on. Mike 40. Squeeze.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 37.
Now a give running left is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Let's go, baby. Out. Taco. Show up. Whip. Watch the whip.
On the carry, it's Love. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run for it with Love. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Grant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Michael set. Yo, 20. Strong right.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
Here we go.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll run on first down. Grant. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go back to Grant. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
22!
From the red zone now, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Matthew Ioannidis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is out of bounds here. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 55, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Grant with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He's back to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Come to my work, 40, Mike, 40. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go, Mike.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins flushed out right. And that is incomplete. As they get the stoppage with... Just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You ain't doing right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 25 yards, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point good by Prater, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On 1st down, Grant. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set. 180. I can't believe they let you play. I can't. 32. Hey. What happened?
This is Grant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
250.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously.